Okay, so we have a cross screen right here. Stop. So Jerami Grant, your man is setting a cross screen. You've got to get attached to your man and jam this player as he comes through to knock him off a spot so Damian Lillard can get on the other side of the screen. I mean, that doesn't happen. If you're Drew Eubanks and you're guarding Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, you have to just get your feet set in a defensive stance and focus on the ball. Look at Drew Eubanks here. His feet aren't set. Let's look at his eyes here. Look at him peek away from the ball. I'm sorry, you're guarding Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That should be your focus. Come on, if you're Josh Hart, just stay with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Look what Josh Hart's going to do. He's going to try and gamble early on a handoff here. Look at that. See him leaning towards his handoff, trying to gamble? Well, now you're out of position to guard Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So what does that mean? That means we have to switch now, and there's no need to switch this, but it's a late switch, and Pokusevski. Okay, hold on a second. If this stop, this player is obviously doubling. So Anthony Simon's going to have to make sure Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes this way. Because if Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes this way, well, now he's able to use this entire part of the floor, which is a 2-on-1, without any type of trap or anything. So that's terrible. If you want to get in the gaps defensively, that's fine. First of all, you should be up the line. Like, you should be up here if you're doing this, okay? And also, you can't be moving your feet inward. So, look at this player's feet. Okay, yeah, that's not going to happen. This is off of a make. This cannot happen. Sprint back, guard. This is off of a make. How is this what this looks like? Off of a make. Like, if this was a miss and it was transition, okay. This is off a make. This is totally inexcusable. Okay, this is the similar thing. This player's playing on this Thunder player side. Why is Drew Eubanks not up? So now if I help here, I can just stunt and get this dribble picked up, and I can easily recover here. Instead, Drew Eubanks is going to backpedal. He's not helping until... Wow. What is Josh Hart doing here? Okay, stop. Drew Eubanks. Now, Drew Eubanks isn't even looking at where he should be going, so that's a problem. But he's got to come over here. Josh Hart has to come down here. Like, you can't, I mean... Okay, I mean, the Blazers switch this first screen. Here comes a second screen that Drew Eubanks is planning on switching. And Josh Hart, it appears, was in for that plan originally. So, you have to just stay. Like, you can't just say, let's switch now. Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has the ball, and Mike Muscala is one pass away. Okay, so this is atrocious defense by this Blazers player. He doesn't get in a defensive stance. His feet aren't set. He's backpedaling. Okay, so, yeah, that should not be happening. But Jerami Grant has no one to guard right now. Like, Josh Hart's guarding here. His man is not even in the picture. So you should just be up here just getting this dribble picked up. This player can't guard. He's not going to be able to. So get up, double, get this dribble picked up. But you're not helping here, and this player's guarding poorly. I don't know what this is. I guess this is a switch, or supposed to be. So if that's the case, then this Blazers player needs to communicate that so Jerami Grant knows, okay, I need to go onto the screener. Like, I mean, what is happening? Like, that's a really late switch if that's what that was supposed to be. I'm sorry. This is atrocious. Can Drew Eubanks sprint back? Like, look at this. Sprint. How does Jalen Williams get ahead of you? Well, I know. You just lollygagged it back. So now this player's worried, well, I got this player, I gotta guard the ball. Like, he shouldn't have to worry about that. Well, here's your issue right here. Stop. Josh Hart is guarding the ball. When you're guarding the ball, the only focus is the ball. If you're going to get screened, a teammate will let you know. Look at Josh Hart's eyes. I mean, we're looking one way, we're looking the other. Well, now we're guarding the ball, and we can't guard it because we're looking everywhere but the ball. Come on, what is Anthony Simons doing here? So don't just stare. Box out. This shot is going up, and we have issues because you just wanted to stare. Okay, I mean, this, I guess, technically isn't a defensive mistake, but it kind of is because when you have this atrocious of an offense, then it leads to impossible defense and transition. Look at Jerami Grant here. Okay, there's nothing else to comment on. What on earth is Drew Eubanks doing? These two Blazers players are guarding here, so I can't come here. I have to go find somebody else to guard, like right here. Well, I guess That's just a dream. Okay, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is posting you up right now, so you have to battle for position here. Like, you cannot play off of him. Look at this. He's posting you up. Stop. What is this? Why? Get up. Battle for position here. Look at this. So, not only are you not battling for positioning, but look at this. You're moving your feet. You're backing off even more. So, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, oh, okay, well, if he's doing that, I'm going to go here. I mean, this is horrendous. This is not... First of all, this player isn't even ready to switch. Second of all, there's no screen. This player's faked like he's had a screen and is slipping it. So stay attached and go with him. And this player isn't even planning on switching because he wasn't screened. That draws help. Okay, so Jeremy Grant is backpedaling in transition. He has no chance of guarding the ball. Okay, so this player's sprinting back, and this is fantastic. Like, his man isn't even in the picture, but he's sprinting back, I'm assuming because he thinks Jeremy Grant has no chance of guarding the ball, and he'd be right about that. But if you're helping, come up here and help. You got to get this dribble picked up, okay? Like, this player's coming to help, but if you don't get the dribble picked up, then what did you really do? Just staring at the ball. Look at this Blazers player, never seeing his man. Look at him just staring at the ball and staring at the ball. Whoops, well, now my man is out here and I am not ready to guard because of course I'm not because I was staring at the ball for the last half hour. So, this Blazers player is trying to gamble, and it is atrocious. Look at this. You're trying to gamble. Whoops, so now your man's going to go back door. So what does that mean? Damian Lillard's got to step up and take him, and you're going to have to get to the corner, which you don't get to. Okay, so Josh Hart is not going to be able to guard the ball here. It's not his fault. It's just transition defense, and you're not going to be able to get there in time. So that's fine. Drew Eubanks is here to help, wants to help. So you got to play on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's side and force him into help. Now, if Drew Eubanks' feet are set and then he's in a defensive stance, he'll be able to recover without giving up any threes. But, like, look, Josh Hart, instead of doing that, is now trying to crowd Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and he's going uphill as Alexander's going this way, and that isn't good for anyone. Okay, I mean, this is really bad defense from Damian Lillard. You got to get your feet set and be in a defensive stance when you're guarding Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. What is Damian Lillard? He's not even looking at the ball right now. Right now, you should be in a defensive stance with your feet set if you want to guard Shai Gilgeous-Alexander one-on-one. And you're not, so you're not going to be able to. You cannot ever, 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 ever guard like this, certainly with 3 seconds left in a tie game. You have to get underneath your man. You've got to keep your man in front of you. Look at this. Your man is not in front, so you're off balance now. Like, you're game over. I don't know what else there is to say.